Should they though? Sure.
Hello, I'm sorry.
No.
Are you muted on OBS? Like, are you sharing sound when you share screen on OBS? Well, you have to, right, for them to hear us?
Hey, do you hear anybody, or like, what are you hearing? If you're not responding, I'm going to assume nothing. Actually, wait, I can answer this. Can be heard. Allie, talk.
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
So you might be pushing sound from Google Hangouts to OBS, but you might not be pushing your own sound.
They hear Steven, Alyssa, and Allie.
And Miguel.
And Miguel.
I can change
They
this.
can probably hear me, but I just muted myself to not have the crunch going of the chips that I'm eating.
Test.
There you go. You're good.
I'm good now? Thank fuck. Welcome to Metagame. We're gonna go around and pray that we get through introductions so everyone can share their name and who they're gonna be playing today. Hi, I'm Nell. I'm playing Jules, who is playing. I'm your DM. I am the DM who's playing Jules, who is the DM. Go ahead, Miguel.
It's not like you already did that one. Hi, Miguel. I'm playing Andy, who plays LeBjorn, and I surely hope that Brodin blesses us for the rest of this stream.
Nope.
Go ahead, Alyssa.
Okay, Alyssa, playing Laurel, playing Finn. Allie.
Allie playing Berkeley, playing Trixie. Johnny.
Johnny playing TJ, playing Legend. Steven
playing Ivan, playing Jarvis. Griffin
playing Logan, playing Tinker.
Thank you.
I want to point out, this is the first time we actually we don't have the format, and we nailed the order.
You went in the same order. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Thanks to Griffin, who is our special guest star today, who is our only guest star so far. He's our last guest star, and he's the first one who has not watched a single episode of Metagame, so he is in for a treat.
Oh, yeah.
Going in the most unprepared, it's gonna be a time for him.
Well,
and with that, we're gonna jump into it. Hi, QTube. Sorry we're running late today. We had a little kerfuffle with the internet, but we're here. We're live, coming at you from Ravendine Public High School, with a special guest today, who Berkeley brought. Thought we were cool enough to show off to her cool prep friend. So Logan, it's great to have you here. we normally start we start the club. We start the stream by doing our introductions and going around and saying who you're going to play in the game we're playing today, which is Dungeon World, as you know. I'll ask you if any questions later. Right now, just introductions. Hi, I'm Jules. I'm your DM. Go ahead, Andy.
Oh, hi. I'm Andy. I'm the large person of the group, and I play Lebjorn, the cleric of Broden. Laurel.
Hey, Laurel. I play Finn, who's a fighter. Berkeley.
Hi, I'm Berkeley. I play Trixie, who is a thief fairy princess. Go ahead, TJ.
Hey, everybody. Yo, what up, QTube? It's your boy TJ. And you know me. I play Legend the Bard. Take it away, Ivan.
Hi, I'm Ivan. I play Jarvis, the Shade Druid, and Logan. Logan, that means
Logan, you can go ahead.
Oh, hey, sorry, didn't know we were gonna be on YouTube for this. I'm Logan, and I'm playing Tinker, who is a fairy ranger, and I have Mule, who is my pigeon mount.
You mount a pigeon?
Yeah,
Are you just
it's a huge pigeon.
Oh.
okay?
Oh.
He's a huge pigeon, and
A very good boy.
yes.
Logan, thanks for being with us. Have you ever played any D&D or anything before?
I mean, not really. I mean, my dad has like talked about it before. Like, I think he played as a kid, but I've never played this at all.
Okay, well, we are excited to have you. It's easy. You'll pick it up real fast as we go. How do you and Berkeley know each other?
Oh, I mean, we were what was it, like 6th grade? 7th
Yeah,
grade?
we know each other like forever.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you
families
guys
have known each other,
like a thing? I think QTube wants to know. By QTube, I mean me. I'm curious.
I mean, Gossip Girl is probably
no,
out there.
No. Like I said, we've known each other like forever, you know. So like that would be.
yeah,
no.
like old family friends, you know.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we are here to play Dungeon World. But we always start with one warm-up question. It's not really a warm-up. I don't know why I called it that. Just to go around and get to know each other a little bit better. We got to think of something we don't know about Logan, which is everything, really. So should be
Yes,
easy.
you love him. It'll be great.
What is your favorite? We always like the favorites. If you could have any pet, what pet would you have? Because we just talked about the giant pigeon. Everyone will answer this, not just you, Logan.
An owl bear.
I love it. Do you want to explain what that is to some of our other friends who may not have seen the fantasy movies that those guys appear in?
It's literally what it sounds like. It's an owl and a bear, and it's, you know, big, and it's like a giant teddy bear that's also an owl. I just think they're cool.
It's perfect, yeah.
Do you like also ride those? Like you ride the pigeon thing you have in the game, or like do you like hug them, or?
I don't know. I just thought they looked cool.
I mean, they sound super cute.
I don't know if you could ride one.
Do they fly? Would owl bears
No.
fly?
Oh.
No, I think they're more.
That would be
bear than
horrifying.
Wait,
Can you
didn't
imagine
we?
a flying bear?
Didn't we
All bets
go
are
over
off.
owl bears in biology class?
Yeah, we totally did. They're like extinct, though. I don't think they're around anymore.
Yeah.
You'd have to like Jurassic World, Jurassic World that shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been in the bathroom when we went over that. I don't remember.
Good answer. We'll figure out how to clone an owlbear for you, Logan.
I think for me, I mean, they're not native to here, but the blink dog would be really cool.
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, if anybody wants some, I have all of these squinters that Heather gave to me. Like, I have a whole case. So if you guys, any of you guys want some, I'm happy to share.
Are those the ones
Wait.
with like the little toys in the center?
Well, these ones are new. They half of it is a thing that you use this thing for, and it's just cream and cocoa thing, and then the other half is the toy.
What toy'd you get, Andy?
It looks like some sort of rainbow and cloud.
Oh, I love it. That's so cute.
Yeah. So you can even keep the toy. I don't care.
Oh,
Are we just gonna skip over the fact that Heather gave you all of the quitters, or?
Well,
What?
I mean, I also like she said that her favorite thing was the star curse. So I got it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I take it the dance went really well for you then?
I think so. Yeah.
Excellent.
Ooh. So are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
I don't know about that yet. But
What's stopping you?
well, the fact that somebody else has to say something about their favorite pet. Ideal pet.
Weak, weak sauce.
Totally in your way.
All right, fine.
We all
I don't
want to
know.
know.
I think I just want to go on a couple more dates with her before figuring it out. That's all.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Is there a date 2 planned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Berkeley is quite a matchmaker. Logan, did she used to do that with your friends too?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, God, because I can't remember. Did you introduce us, or did Laurel and I like? I can't remember how that all came together.
Sorry, Laurel?
Laurel?
Wait,
I mean,
who's
I brought
us?
Laurel to your party. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I was
Oh
like-
wait, no, I'm thinking Caitlin.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Oh.
I was gonna say, I was like, Logan, what do you tell me?
Yeah,
No,
Logan,
yeah,
what
You
do
can
you
tell
have
my
to tell
memory.
me?
I got hit by a baseball the other day.
Noses.
Yeah, it's hard. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, but my other friend Caitlin, who I may have told you guys about, I mean, I guess technically you could say I set the two of them up. But yeah, Logan, I bet you had a couple friends who started going out with people who maybe I had something to do with that.
Mm-hmm. Or you take credit. I don't know. Or you take credit.
Excuse me, I think I totally earned the credit. I definitely helped out.
Well, is that why we broke up? Is on you then?
No, I was hands off after that. You gotta do your own relationship. You know, I'll set you up, but then it's all you. You know, you gotta do what you wanna do.
Okay.
Laurel, you can ignore the last text I sent. I've answered my own question.
Logan, I don't know where you've been all this time, but this is the greatest. What other embarrassing factoids do you have about Berkeley?
You know what? I think, Jules, I wanted to let you know what my pet I wanted was gonna be. And I know everyone said, like, magical stuff or whatever, but I think a fun little rainbow fish would be really great, really
I
exciting.
mean,
And we should get back to this pet question, I think.
The rainbow fish that was your hairstyle in middle school? That one?
Okay, you know what? Logan, I thought you could only, like, stop and say hi to everyone. Don't you, like, have somewhere to be?
Yeah, right here. I thought you were, matchmaking me with your friends.
Just a reminder.
I'm sorry. Who are
I
we?
make mistakes sometimes, though.
Wait.
Big old friend date. Big old friends. Don't.
Friend.
Yeah.
Did you actually mean Laurel when you said Laurel then?
I mean, we've
What?
met briefly before, but
We went to a party.
yeah.
Yeah, guys, remember Laurel went to Logan's party with me around Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Christmas party.
I feel that's gonna be a weird look if you date both of Berkeley's best friends.
You know, make your own choices, live your own life. Who am I to stand in your way?
But also, I could ship it. All right.
Do you want to talk more about your dating life, Logan? Are you
No,
enjoying
let's
this?
talk
Is
about your
this
favorite.
exciting
Let's-
for
let's-
you?
who's-
Are you
who's
glad you
next?
brought this
Who's
up?
next? Who's next?
Yeah.
Just a reminder, all of this is on QTube. So, yep.
Yeah.
So 6th grade
Welcome.
Berkeley, what's that like?
I thought we were moving on. Aren't we moving on to the question?
I guess has every.
Oh yeah, question pseudo dragon answered. Now 6th grade Berkeley.
Yeah, elephant for me. Now let's take some time to talk about any.
I can try and find some photos. Let me see.
Okay, that would be amazing.
Actually,
please do.
you're actually the worst person ever.
Berkeley, your friends are the coolest. I don't know why you haven't friend matchmaked for us before.
Well, I thought they were the coolest, but clearly I was wrong. So I'll think more clearly about it before anyone else comes here.
Well, the other person that Berkeley knew was Norman, and he
Also
was a
spilled
little
tea on
weird.
Berkeley.
Yeah,
And he was Laurel's friend. Why? I don't know how we ended up with multiple
they
people here to spill tea on Berkeley. We didn't get any embarrassing Laurel stories out of Norman, but she probably would have kicked his ass, so maybe that's a good thing.
that's true.
Yeah, Laurel seems pretty unembarrassable.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna tell you now so you can think about it. Your post-bio break question is going to be, what's an embarrassing story?
About Berkeley.
About you! About you,
About
Teach!
Berkeley.
Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into some Dungeon World. Our audience cannot see our Roll20 today, so we might have to be a little bit more verbal with what we're doing. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. Logan, you got the character sheet I sent you?
Yes. Sorry, it's I got it.
Yeah, no worries. If you have any questions as we go, we'll answer them. And I promise, it's just there's no wrong way to do this. There's no way to lose.
Okay.
All right. So, last time we saw our heroes. They were exploring a cave, kind of tunnel and mausoleum intersection series of tunnels underneath the small town of Meadowlark, where they had pursued a fairy and a shade who had potentially burned down a nearby town. A fairy and a shade they had encountered before and currently had a brunch feud going with, in addition to concern about them burning down towns. They met this weird dude named Gorm, who lived in caves, and he's running away as our session starts down the caves, down the tunnels. And you all are left in a pile of dead fire beetles, deep in the underground tunnels, and hot on the trail of the fairy and the shade. Logan, I will introduce your character to them shortly as it goes on.
Sure.
For the rest of you, what would you like to do? Big pile of dead bugs, and a trail leading the way?
And you said Grom left already?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's running off. He's got a weapon.
Gorm. Which one was it?
Doesn't matter.
was
All
It
at
was
the same
both.
time.
It was
Yeah.
all.
Okay.
I mean, we should keep going, right? We gotta find
Yeah,
these people.
I mean, yeah.
What was Gorm? Because I wrote it down as Gormax. Axe that I got.
I'll try to think of a song for Gorm, even though he won't be able to hear it. But I feel like he was maybe not the brains of the party, but certainly the heart.
All right. So you guys are continuing to head down the hallway. You haven't scouted out much ahead before this point. So how are you proceeding? Are you sneaking? Are you walking? Is somebody going out ahead to investigate?
Tricks.
Yeah, I mean, I can look ahead again if you guys want.
Okay. We added a new move, a homebrew move called Scout Ahead. That I think is super useful for these kind of situations. It is in the text of the Roll20. Berkeley, let's try this sucker out. Go ahead and roll to scout ahead for me.
Okay.
Since people can't see, should we say what the move is?
Yeah, sure. You want to read that for us, Berks?
Sure. Let me see here. Okay, when you go off on your own to explore a dangerous area, roll, tell us how you do it, and then roll. Okay, so I'm going to be stealthy. So you can use Dex, Con, or Charisma. So I'm going to use Dex and be super sneaky. And I got a 9.
Okay.
So I make it back safely, and you describe what I saw, and then I get to ask one question.
All right, sounds good.
Do you want me to ask the question first, or do you want to describe the stuff first?
Yeah, I'll describe it. So you are creeping ahead. You're kind of back. You've been weaving in and out of the dirt tunnels in the mausoleum, and you're back in the mausoleum. And at this point, you guys have been wandering for probably over an hour. And you've been winding your way towards where you roughly think is probably the center of the town. You're back in the mausoleum, and when you get about 5 minutes further down the hallway, you see a closed stone door with candlelight flickering underneath it for the first time and very hushed voices on the other side.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna ask one of the discern reality questions. And I'm gonna ask, what here is useful or valuable to me? Like, is there a way we can, like, sneak in or something without just bursting in? Or, like, is there anything I can use to my advantage going into this situation?
Okay, good question. So the door itself is kind of made of the same marble, set at the end of the hallway, and there is above the door a small circular glass window. You don't imagine that all of your friends would necessarily be able to fit through it, but you would.
Okay. Does it look like you can, like, get up there? Like, if I was to sit on LeBjorn's shoulders or something?
Oh yeah,
Like
you're not tall enough to reach it. It's, above a door.
Okay. I'm gonna go report back about that.
Okay.
Before
You are heading back down the hallway, and you turn the first corner, and right in front of you, you see a familiar face of a fairy who you encountered once before back at the dance, who left you with a cryptic warning and no name. Griffin, do you want to describe your character for us? Logan! Logan! Sorry, got a nosebleed there. Thanks, Tej. You look like someone I know. It's weird. Do you want to describe what your character looks like?
You turn the corner and see in like greenish, pale-hued, matching the cave walls-esque tunic that is pretty much like a bag from shoulders down to like below the knees, and the wings kind of like he's a fairy and his wings are kind of sprouting off the back. This fairy kind of like leaned up against the wall, now staring at you that you've come around the corner, and then you turn your head to the right and there's just a giant pigeon staring at you, just cocking its head. And he says, you!
Oh, yeah, you're the rude one from the dance, right? Who, like, wouldn't actually talk to me? Like, Mr. Mysterious, the world's gonna end, don't trust anybody.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here, and why do you have a bird?
What, mule?
That's not a mule, it's a bird.
No, their name is Mule.
Oh,
And the pigeon goes,
I like that you're doing the bird voice, Logan.
okay.
Okay.
What? Did you?
Okay, so I'm here trying to.
Are you following me?
No, why would I follow you? You were useless. I don't need you. Okay, sorry, Logan, but your character was really, really rude.
That feels like
Just saying.
What?
I feel like the introduction is bleeding a little bit into this.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to be useful this time, then maybe we can be friends.
How do I know I can trust you?
I mean, what have I done that you wouldn't trust me?
I don't know. I'm a little lost here. What?
All right. Basically, you were at a party. You were super mean to me, and you were like, "Don't ever trust any fairy again. The whole world's out to get you." And then you ran away, and you wouldn't say me anything.
Right.
You tried to kidnap me first.
Right. Oh. Wait,
Yeah.
but you're a fairy, so I shouldn't trust you.
I don't know. The Jules. I don't know. Jules, help.
This is good. Yeah, Logan, I'm so sorry. I clearly did not set this up quite well enough, and the little background tiny thing I sent you should have provided a little more detail. Evil
I
fairies.
think you set it up great.
Evil fairies. There
No,
are
I'm
many,
not
but she is not one. She is the princess.
Oh.
So she's probably a good guy.
Princesses can't be evil?
I guess princesses
Wow.
can be evil.
Okay, but I'm not evil, so you can just know I'm not evil.
What does an evil fairy look like?
Not me.
Like Trixie.
Like Trixie.
TJ. All right. Well, anyway, we're here to stop the actual evil fairies who are burning downtown. So, do you want to be helpful with that or not? Why are you here?
I mean, that's why I'm here. So yeah, sure. I guess.
All right. My friends are this way. Let's go.
Can
Okay.
Mule's coming. Mule's
Great.
coming. That's,
Can you be quiet?
I don't. Can Mule be quiet? Can birds? I don't know if pigeons are quiet.
Can birds shut up?
Yeah, I mean he's smart though. We
Can
can.
I check insight there? Or is there some way to like what was the thing that you did? Like understanding something?
Yeah,
I
you
cannot.
can understand. You can speak to animals. You do have that move.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey Jules, can you be Mule?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Sure, Logan, I can be Mule. Hang on, let me get into character here.
Don't do the jet voice.
Oh, Jules. Okay.
Hey Mule.
Yeah, bud.
Apparently, we gotta be quiet. I mean, I don't know if you can.
Quiet.
lock
Quiet.
down
What's
here.
quiet?
Quiet is the opposite of that.
The opposite of that. Should I be loud?
No. Less words. Softer. Little wing flaps. Little wing flaps.
Little wing flaps. Little wing flaps. Little wing
Yeah.
flaps. Little wing flaps. Little wing flaps. Little wing flaps.
Okay. We'll just little wing flaps. Little wing flaps.
Little wing flaps. Little wing flaps.
And
Okay,
I think this is what Tinker and Mule do. They just kind of.
And you just hear the bird chirping, chirp, 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 as they put.
Can I like clamp down? Can I just like put my hand on the
Yes.
beak and just? All right.
All right, and all of a sudden, the rest of you've kind of gathered up, quietly pressed against the walls, waiting for Berkeley to return. And return she does, followed by a second fairy and a giant pigeon.
How giant we talking?
Big enough. I would say like, what are those big dogs? The dogs that are almost as big as bears, but they're not like actually bears.
A Saint Bernard.
Yeah, like a Saint Bernard size.
Yeah.
It's big enough for a
Berkeley.
small, a smallish fairy who's like 4 feet tall to ride on. But
Trixie, are these the bad guys? Is this the fairy of the shade transformed into a giant pigeon?
Trixie, are these the bad guys?
No. his
No,
shoulder.
Are these
They're-
evil fairies?
No,
There's
these are my
nothing
friends. Guys, this is the one I told you about from the dance who like tried to kidnap me and then was like, all the fairies are evil.
That's the bad
don't trust
guy.
them.
He's
So
the evil
bad
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
But not the burning evil guy, like the rude guy, not the I'm gonna burn down the city bad guy. So like I
So,
guess
like-
on your scale, like
So
in
like
the middle.
not big bad, but like minion bad.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Should we also arrest them after we're done here? The same
Are-
with what was his name? Norman's person.
Oh,
Desian.
that creepo? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are any
Not that bad. Better
Are
than
any of
that.
the rest of you fairies?
No, do you guys
No.
want to give a quick
No.
description of each of your
Who's asking?
characters?
Who's asking?
Oh, Jules is asking us to do a description.
Yeah, do a little
Oh,
description
yeah,
of your
sorry, I didn't
characters.
tell Logan better your character, sorry.
Right. So I'm what's called a dwarf in this world. I'm about 7 feet tall. And I wear chainmail armor, and I have a big championship ring of Broden. And I also have like a little like cape gauntlet thing.
That's LeBjorn James.
Nice.
Go ahead, TJ.
Okay.
Standing equally the two tallest members of the party at exactly the same height.
Oh.
TJ, you want to describe your character?
No, not exactly the same. On session 1, I explained I was actually 7 feet 1 inch.
You know, comparing measurements is kind of juvenile, man. Like,
I mean, not if it's true. And also, you're short, aren't you?
what? I'm not. Hey. I'm like medium height on my team, man. Like, shortstop's got to be spry, you know? You can't be too tall. Yeah.
Whatever you say, Logan.
I don't have the appearance of your typical fairy.
You're not a fairy.
Well, I don't have the appearance of one.
Because you're not?
Right. He asked
Are you a
me
debate
what my
club?
race if I was a fairy.
He should
and I
be,
said-
right?
Yeah.
What?
Teach, you should do debate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Teach does seem like he would be a master debater.
Thank you.
Wait, I get that one. Guys, I've spent a lot of time on Urban Dictionary since the beginning of the campaign, so I could be cool and understand all your jokes.
No, Jules, no.
I know what an orgy is now.
Oh,
What?
We're so proud of
What is that?
we love you the way you
I'll
are.
show you on Urban Dictionary later.
Nope.
It's a little scary.
No.
I don't know. What is Urban Dictionary?
Sorry, Corbin Dictionary, you
Corbin
mean?
Dictionary.
Yeah, I'll pull it up on my
Dictionary.
phone.
Urban Dictionary. Sorry, nosebleed.
Yeah. Okay, go. Sorry,
Sorry.
Teach.
Yes. So I am far taller than your average fairy. I don't have typical appearance of a fairy. You don't.
TJ, do you remember what race your character is?
I'm an elf, but I'm not going to tell him I'm an elf.
It's what he's looking at. You can't lie about what you look like right
You
now.
have to say I look like an elf. Like, that's a little racist. I don't know. I don't just look like an elf. I mean, I could be a fairy.
You could be a dwarf because
Yeah. So I don't look like an elf.
Oh my god.
I look like me. I'm Legend.
Wow.
What does Legend look like? Give us what is your hair color? What are you wearing?
So I've got a blonde hair that's very straight. I think right now I'm still wearing that like suit, the flashy suit.
Your captain's jacket, yeah.
Yes. I think I had a top hat at one point, but I'm not currently wearing it. And
You're happy with the height you're at, so.
oh yeah, that's. I mean,
Don't need to be just that little bit taller, a little bit.
I already am.
If you
so,
put a Coke
know.
can next to you, you look taller.
True. Pretty tall for a fairy. Yeah, I just have flashy attire, and I'm almost always smiling. So.
Okay. Those are our two tall members. Our next tallest member of the party, Ivan, go ahead, describe yourself, introduce yourself.
Pale skin, long black hair, kind of in a braid behind him, crystals on one shoulder, rose and thorn on the other. Leather armor, spear on his back.
Perfect.
Tight.
A
Sizing
little
you
more
up.
angsty than a typical fairy.
Still not a fairy.
Yeah, that's about like 6 feet tall. Is our
Yeah.
friend Jarvis. We get down a little bit to I think it was like 5.5.
Maybe? I think it was like almost
5'10".
6 foot. Yeah, it's
Oh.
almost 6 foot.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay, so we have our 7-footers, our 5-footers. Finn, go ahead and describe yourself.
Yep. You see a fairly tall-ish, built woman, but lean, pixie cut hair, black leather armor with like embossing all around it, and 2 like silver armbands on either side, carrying a like slightly glowing sword on her back, and another sword that looks just nasty at her waist.
By the way, speaking of, have you considered, like, in real life, like trying out a pixie cut? I think that would look good on you, Laura.
It would
Oh,
look
can you
really cute.
Totally should. Oh my god, I can totally take you to where I get my hair cut if you want. It'll look so cute. Alright, we should talk about it after the game. But it's a date. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm sorry I did that to you. I
Later
didn't mean
problem.
to kill that.
No,
dog.
Andy, it's a brilliant idea. You're so smart.
Later problem. Anyway, am I stabbing this one?
I say go for it.
I'd say not yet. I'd say maybe wait. Like think about it, be on guard, but maybe not quite yet.
Bird, am I stabbing this one?
Me?
Mule, don't answer that. Mule, don't answer that.
Me?
Mule, answer that.
Me? Me? Bird? No stabbing,
Yes,
please.
you.
No stabbing,
Mule,
please.
Mule says don't stab. Mule says
Yeah,
do
I
not stab.
understand the bird. I'm not talking
Yeah.
to you.
Jarvis can talk to your friend. Very talented
Oh,
like
I
that.
like you.
Mule? Mule, is it? Mule?
Mule? That's me.
Are you named after the mighty hammer Mjolnir?
Mjolnir. That's me.
That's your new name.
Do you want,
Is he okay? Do I stab him? Do I stab him? Do I eat him? Should I eat
You
him?
eat him. I eat you.
That's cute that you think you can.
I'm gonna hug. Can I just,
Yes.
I don't know. Would Tinker be able to reach that high?
Yeah, you're like 4 feet
to, like-
tall. He's
Yeah,
like,
just to like
yeah,
hug the neck. Yeah.
big
Well,
hug.
since I don't understand what Mule is saying, he doesn't get a vote in my book, so I'm still for stabbing this guy.
Wait.
I'm-
How?
Yeah, okay.
Wait. How tall is Mule's back? Would you say?
3 feet?
Okay, I'm gonna hop on top of Mule, and just stand straight up, on Mule's shoulders, so
Yeah.
that it's like the extra little inch or so, like
Oh,
2
that's
inches.
cute. Oh, that's adorable.
So now I'm 7'2".
Oh, this is what we're doing. Okay.
Oh, really? I put on the top hat, but now
Oh my god.
I put on a top hat.
All right,
Oh my
children.
god. It's an arms race.
Yep.
I raised the top hat.
Oh my god.
I got a 10 to turn into a giant constrictor snake.
All right. As you're standing there, Tinker, you watch as the tall, pale one suddenly starts to shift, and there is a audible cracking of bones. As the flesh kind of retracts and you see scales growing out, and all of a sudden there's a giant boa constrictor with just kind of sticking out of its sides, like by its neck, one patch of crystals and a patch of flowers.
Oh yeah, no shoulders.
Yeah,
That's
you've
so
done
cool.
it now.
You can do that. That's so cool. What?
Yeah, you can
so
turn out all
cool.
sorts of things. It's like kind of his thing.
Yo, that's a cool character. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Is that Logan? Is that you saying it's cool, or is that Tinker saying it's cool?
Yes.
I will say thank you to Logan and just hiss at Tinker.
Okay. Okay.
I'm pro
And then look
listening
at,
to Trixie.
Legend and hiss at Legend.
Hi.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, he
We're
is
best friends.
sometimes.
I eat his hat.
Well, that's just so rude.
We'll buy you a new one, Legend. We'll pick you out a new one when we're in town.
I eat his hat and I knock. What's his name? I forget already.
Tinker.
Tinker off his bird.
Okay, now I'm okay with it.
Okay,
Can I-
maybe we should chill.
We are, in the middle of trying to stop some bad guys from burning down an entire town. So
I do have some
Sorry.
information if you guys want to hear that, but you can keep doing this if this is more fun for you than
I'm
listening.
really loving this.
I'm neutral.
I'm sorry.
But-
You're Switzerland.
I don't want to sidetrack.
No, Logan, you're perfect. This is so much fun.
Logan, you're doing great.
We're dumb all the time. You're good.
We
Shift back.
Yeah. So what did you want to do,
Info.
Logan?
I'm trying to stop people burning the villages down.
Oh no way, us too.
See, so only maybe sort of a problem, but possibly a friend.
And we're chill with the fact that he tried to kidnap you. We've moved past that point.
I beat him thoroughly, so it was fine. Not like beat him, but like I won the encounter. So like we're fine. We're good.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the fact that this is the third random person we've met down here is not a red flag to anybody.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
mean, Desmond technically was above, right? And so then there was like Gorm who lived in here, and then
Yeah.
now it's another person. So like,
It's not better. It's not better when
What
you
happened? What
stand
happened
it
to
out
our
like that.
people?
What?
Well, as if this was pre-planned.
I'm gonna say that's Tinker talking. What happened to the other people?
Well, one ran away, kind of, and then the other one ran away.
I was going to
kind
go
of.
with them.
I'm sorry, 4 people in the course of 2 days that just wanted us to come here.
One turned into air, right? Like, was just suddenly air.
Yeah,
and
no,
here.
she's a ghost. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Although I think
right.
I prefer that to being grounded right now.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't
You
kill
know,
her, though.
I gotta say, if Grom and Tinker met, that would be such a comedic duo. Like,
We're really good at making friends. Tinker.
I'd watch that, Buddy Cop.
And also, for the sake of learning something important about our world,
my God.
Tinker, is there anything that you could tell us about fairy society and why they are after Trixie?
Hey, Logan, go ahead and roll for me to, spout lore.
Spout lore.
Spout lore, when you closely study a situation or oh, no, that's discern realities. When you consult your accumulated knowledge about something, roll plus intelligence. So you're gonna want to take your 2d6.
Yep.
And roll those 2d6.
12.
Hell yeah! And then you're going to
Whoa.
want to look at your sheet. It's going to be great, but just so you know how this works, and look at your intelligence modifier. You'll see a big number and a small number.
It's a big old 0. So
Perfect.
It's a 12.
Okay, so I get to tell you something interesting and useful about the subject relevant to your situation, which you'll be able to pass on to your friends. So,
Okay.
You actually had a fairy friend who kind of tried to induct you into this society. Just, a fairy you knew from being out in the woods. He was also a woodsy guy. There are a lot of fairies who are woodsy guys. And he very casually started talking to you about how concerned he was about how all the other races, the newer races, are starting to destroy the chaos and destroy all of the beauty that's so integral to the world. And that started off pretty normal because a lot of fairies don't love everything that the newer races are bringing. But as time went on, he got more and more intense and started rumbling about doing something about it. And one day he asked if you wanted to potentially meet some of his other companions, some other fairies, and some shades they had partnered up with, who all wanted to work together to ensure that these newer races, the dwarves, the elves, the halflings, the humans, wouldn't be able to encroach any more into the chaos, into the natural world, and wanted to get rid of anything that wasn't where it was meant to be.
Can I ask, like where does that plot against Trixie factor in?
Yeah. Why do I have to worry specifically? That's a great question.
Oh yeah, that's a fair question. There were a lot of rumblings against Trixie's parents in particular, who were very friendly with a lot of the newer races, and had made a lot of strides of peace and trade with the human civilizations. And so there's been a lot of rumblings of revolt and of how to remove the king and queen and get rid of the heir. These are not all fairies. This is a small subset of radicals.
Okay.
But that's why when you came across Trixie, you wanted to warn her, since you knew there was a plot against her.
Oh, okay. So, do I tell that to them, or is that?
You tell that to them. If you want to, you can inform them of as much or as little of that information as you wish to share with these strangers.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, I learned about it from this guy Bell, because I used to be in the forest with some other fairies, like I'm a wood fairy. He was being really mean to the other people, about like other other weird looking fairies, like you 7-foot weird fairy and big old weird crystal snake fairy and the big dwarf. Yeah, didn't like them.
Okay.
And Trixie's family is actually pretty cool. I mean, they're like royalty, and you know, they've become a little less popular since, you know, things have changed, and yeah. So there was Jules, you said chaos, right? That chaos is the thing.
Yeah, chaos is kind of what's referred to as the entire natural world, which it's filled with monsters and dangers, but there's some sort of power underneath it all that is extremely resistant to the humans, the elves, the dwarves, anything that's not very in tune with the darkness of the nature and the dangers.
Yeah. So they are trying to really, like, Trixie's family is trying to, like, harmonize people, and these other, like, Belle and these shady characters together, and they are trying to revolt against that family.
Rude.
And that's the whole thing. So they're going to go planning to burn down some villages. A lot of villages.
And they stood us up for brunch.
And they stood us up for brunch. So rude.
Brunch? Wait,
Yeah.
are we getting food after this?
Well, there's the brunch feud, of course.
We should
like
get
brunch?
brunch.
Tinker, do you like to brunch? Do you brunch?
Brunch, dude?
Brunch. Like, wait, do y'all want to go to Stucky's after this?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
That would be
IRL?
fun. I'd be down.
Yeah.
No, like Dora, the waitress there, who's like this old like punk lady, like literally looks like Laurel's character.
Oh shit. Okay.
So she's so, y'all have to, like, we'll go to Stucky's after this. You gotta come meet her.
Should we go to Stucky's in like 10 minutes?
We should go on our bio break right now, as we're left with some knowledge about what's going on, probably behind that closed door. We're gonna go bio break. So, bye, QTube friends. We'll be back soon. We'll see you soon. Everyone, you go take care of your bodies too. Bye.
What?
Can we get a show of hands? Would you rather they come back and finish the session, or come back and we gossip more about Berkeley for the rest of the stream?
Yes.
Phenomenal.
I tried to weave a little in there into the gameplay.
Welcome. Welcome back, everyone. We're back from break. And we're gonna do our question, which was, think of an embarrassing story to tell about yourself. I'll start to make sure everyone feels comfortable. For reasons that I can't say on the stream, but most of you know, when I was 8 years old, I saved up all my allowance to buy a dog onesie, a dog onesie, and I put it around and ran around the woods at night and got lost, and they had to call a fireman to come find me in my dog onesie, wandering in the middle of the woods. So that was my most embarrassing experience.
Well, Jules, I bet you were a cute dog in the woods.
The fireman was not amused.
We are.
Wait.
And so was QTube.
Thanks, Tej.
Well, I figured I should go, and I should share a story about Logan, since he got to share one about me. That feels only fair.
Good, because I was going to share.
Yeah, sure, you guys can swap
good,
stories.
Awesome, great.
Oh, wow.
So in 4th grade, it was Sealy Day at school, and Logan, instead of handing out Valentine's to the class, decided to write a poem about our 4th grade teacher and perform it in front of the entire class. So that was great. I'm so sad I didn't have a phone yet, so I didn't get to record it, but it lives in here forever and ever and ever.
What was the name of your 4th grade teacher?
Sorry, Jules,
What was the name of the teacher that you wrote the poem about?
Oh, it was really extra fabulous because the teacher's name was Ms. Love. So you can guess how that went.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
this is the greatest day.
Isn't it a good day?
Are you sure you two are friends?
I think it's time to return fire, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we did that was it. I returned the fire. We're on even playing field now. Good job, everybody.
There's no such thing as even playing field.
Oh,
Logan,
no,
Berkeley,
this is gonna
what do you
get
got?
worse.
I'm mean. I think the best one that I've got to share about Berkeley was in. Oh God, was it? I think it was kindergarten. No, it was second grade. It was second grade, and we were over at your house, just post one of the family parties, and you wanted to try practicing kissing,
Oh,
but you
Logan!
used the stuffed animals. And I think I distinctly remember you had like child braces at that point for some reason. Your parents are so extra.
Yeah, they really wanted my teeth to be straight, like, as early as possible.
And you kissed Betty Teddy,
Oh.
and your teeth stayed with Betty Teddy.
Yep, they did.
Just locked right in there.
Yep.
That was the end of Betty Teddy. Had a nice big Chelsea smile after that one, but
More like Betty Shreddy, am I right?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you.
You brought me.
I did. Remind me never to do that ever again.
This is the best day.
This is
This is
amazing.
really fun. Thank you for all in all. Thank you for inviting me. This is really fun.
Yeah.
Every
Having
holiday.
a great time.
Yeah, you've paid the roast Berkeley tax really well. I do still expect embarrassing stories from everyone else, however.
I don't think we can top any of those.
Oh,
We
I think it's
cannot
only
top
fair.
that.
I
bet you
think
can.
you're
I
gonna
believe in
try.
I think you can. I think you can.
Hmm.
You could always tell embarrassing stories about each. Do y'all know each other before this? Does anyone have embarrassing stories about each other? Like you could do that way.
We're all pretty new to this being friends thing. With each
Oh.
other. Most of them have a lot of friends.
Oh,
You have
Or
friends
you
too,
can join
Jules.
Friendship Club if you don't.
Yeah,
Well,
Andy's
I Berkeley
girlfriend
and I
runs the
sort
worst
of
club in
train
school.
sort of similar circles, but I don't have any embarrassing stories about her.
Because I'm not
Um,
usually embarrassing.
Well, not before today, but
I'll volunteer one. It's not that good, but so this was when I was in elementary school basketball, and my parents couldn't afford like the uniform, so I tried showing up one day to practice, and they told me I had to wear a uniform, but I didn't have one.
oh no.
So they lent me one of the older kids' uniforms, and my shorts fell down during practice.
Oh no, Andy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's okay. It was a long time ago.
That's a good embarrassing story.
If you ever need help making like a makeshift belt at this point, hit me up. I'm very good at the makeshift
Well-
clothes, so just let me know.
We don't really wear belts in basketball, but
No.
I know you don't wear belts in basketball, but like, okay, just let your pants fall down. Never mind.
There's no
Forget I was
belts
thinking
in
of you. Never
basketball.
mind. Forget it.
no,
I'll
No,
be at that
no.
game.
Berkeley. No, okay. If I need help with my regular pants, I will come to you first.
Great, thanks.
Oh, Berkeley's gonna help you with your pants. Oh.
Yeah. All right. Is someone else going?
he's spoken for.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
he's not, but
Okay.
he might be. I can go next. I think I might have told this story already at one point, like early on in our game, but in middle school, I was we were doing a play, a musical. You may have heard of it, Quite Quite Qwerty.
Is that by Charles Quouse?
Yep. And I was Randolph, and I had the director asked me to was wanting to see if I could get a haircut that would reflect the time the time period that this took place, and so I said, sure, I want to try something new. And so I did, but the barber didn't quite know how to do it. And so she said that the only way that it could be done is to cut my hair unevenly and then flip it.
Oh no.
And so I didn't have the materials to flip it. And so I had to come to school the next day with my hair completely lopsided. And
I do.
a lot of people asked me what that was about because it's not one of it was not even like a a punk look. It was not that. It was just bad. It was just it wasn't even like a you're trying to look bad. It was like you accidentally got a botched haircut bad.
Like not even an intentional comb over, just a destroyed comb over.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Why did you just like cut it all off? Like at that point,
I did.
you know what I mean?
I did.
Like start over.
After the musical, immediately the next day I was getting I cut it all off.
So you kept it for the show. You went on stage with your hair looking like that.
No. They had the makeup people to fix it for the character, but through
It's
the
just
day in classes, I had to have it not made up.
Well,
And-
that is dedication, Teach.
So
Yeah.
Tej, 2 questions. First of all, we would love to see pictures. These
Please.
are not questions; these are demands, actually. We'd like to see pictures. And can you sing something?
I can sing something. I won't, but
You should for the QTube fans.
Debate club.
I don't know. QTube has some copyright DMCA issues sometimes.
Well, also, I can sing because the specific way my teacher told me to sing as this character was not supposed to be good. So it was supposed to be a particular kind of bad that was so much fun. In fact, I couldn't get to it, and so I jokingly did something that was so bad, and my teacher was like, "Yes, that's exactly what I want," and I was like, "Okay." So it was obnoxious. It was like I was the little brother, so it was like obnoxiously bad.
Tej, I know auditions for the school musical are coming up. Are you going out for it?
Do they need somebody who can sing poorly and obnoxiously?
I don't know.
I mean, what's the show this year?
Quacks?
Legally Cloned.
Legally cloned?
They're doing Legally Cloned this year.
I think it's pronounced cloned.
Ooh, that is a good one. I do know that one.
So I'm sure there would be a fun part for you. I really would see you as a Warner type.
Okay.
Tej.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about going out, Laurel?
I don't know. I mean, like, it might be fun.
Yeah.
Well, would anybody else here audition? Or. I mean, like, I'm not doing it by myself. Like, that, no, fuck that. But, like, if we all wanted to, like, go and do a thing.
I think
mean,
Jules would be great. I mean, you've been doing all these voices. And
Yeah.
I don't act really anymore, not since elementary school. But I'd go out with you, Laurel. I'm always down to do more activities.
We should all do it.
I don't know that I'm good at that.
Andy, you could do it.
We can talk about this later, but
Yeah.
I'd love to. Maybe we can watch the movie sometime and see if we can sing along, practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan, you're totally invited.
Do they sing in the movie? I don't think so. Are we still gonna sing
Not
over top
really.
of the movie? Because I don't
There's,
think
like-
they sing in the movie.
There's, like, a live tape one from QTV that they did, like, a
Oh, okay.
while ago. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we'll chat about auditioning for things.
Yeah.
I think we still
What's
need an
the face,
embarrassing story.
Barkley?
We'll see. Aren't there people that work on like the costumes or something, or like do people's makeup? That sounds fun. We'll talk, but like don't you have a story to tell, Laurel?
God. Okay. I mean, like, When I was in elementary school, I wanted to be a DJ, like an actual DJ. And so I had like one of those like little recorders, like the kind that like you use with like a news reporter with like one of the like little like VHS tapes, but like tiny. And so I used to like make practice DJ sets, but I didn't like have any of the music. So really it was just like me talking into a tiny little recorder, including commercial breaks.
Well, what was one of the commercials?
I think it was for a local dog food company. I think it was, yeah, it was a really long time ago, but I think my aunt has the tape still somewhere and she's holding it over my head.
Well, I think you should have us all over after school one day so we can search your entire house for it.
There was a lot of covers of Billy Cole songs, but like just me singing all the parts.
Laurel!
Well, we have to save you from the blackmail, Laurel. Like, because if we find them and listen to them, she can't blackmail you anymore. Because like the information is out
We've
there.
gotta
So
get
really
you
need to
into
save
Legally
you.
Blonde.
Do you still want to be a DJ?
I mean, not like that.
Okay.
You know, if you made podcasts, I would totally listen to them. Your horror movie blog is great. And I'm sure you could do those, like, true crime cases. You know so much about, like, dead bodies and stuff. I think you'd be a great podcaster.
Okay. I
I
mean,
can see it.
I just
I can tune in.
like. I think you could actually probably like do like an adult kid ad for that dog food company. I'm sure that they would find it like super cute that this little girl was like advertising for them so many years ago.
That would be pretty cool.
well, we have to find the tape first, so
Yeah.
Oh, we can find the tape.
We'll get on that.
Logan, do you do theater? Are you going to audition for the prep school musical?
I mean, I think baseball might like conflict with that. I would. There's people that like do the lights, right? Like,
Yeah.
I do that side of it. Like,
That's
Are
cool.
there any musicals about baseball?
Yes, Quim
Damn
Quinkies.
Quinkies.
Oh boy.
It's a good one.
What was it?
Quim
Nope.
Quinkies.
Damn
Quinkies. Clankies.
Clam Quakies.
That's my
classic.
favorite one.
It's like
Classic.
a parody of Quoust. It's but with baseball.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Quoust.
Also a classic.
I love how every
I don't know that one.
Every story in our world begins with Q.
Caught on.
Weird.
Weird.
All right. Last but not least is Ivan.
I can't top any of that. Thing is, when I was really young, I fell asleep outside the bubble, so like in the sun.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, so but it's not just burn. I had a book, normal, on my face, and then
Oh no!
Jarvis was smart, so like he got some of my arms and some of my legs. But I was a red and white zebra for a lot
Oh.
of that year.
That
That
doesn't
didn't
go
go
away
away
for
for
a
a while.
long, long time.
Nope.
I had a friend who fell asleep in like one of the grow light beds that some
Yeah.
they used to like try and bring a little color back. Fell asleep in one. Same thing. Had like black light poisoning.
Oh,
Ugh.
that's
Ooh.
not worse, maybe.
Yeah, it's bad.
Wow. All right.
Wow,
Well,
this is the first I'm hearing of it being that bad.
on that note,
Do you do that regularly?
I'm learning a lot, is what I'm saying.
Oh, TJ.
You told me you were naturally tan.
Well, no.
Andy, we live in a city where there is no sunlight. And
I know. That's why I thought it was cool.
Okay.
But I
Well-
do go out to the hill a lot, so
That's fair.
I feel a
haven't
little
taken
like
Do you actually get hit by the sun though, or do you just like look at it? Like, can it actually reach you there?
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it's like just on the edge.
All.
Yeah, it's just on the edge. So, but yeah, it's so beautiful. I think you guys would love it. Just don't
Never
fall
been over
asleep in it.
It is really pretty.
Yeah.
I feel a little light too, but
Why do you feel lied to?
Anyway, tunnels.
Yeah, that was enlightening. Thank you guys for being willing to share those stories. Those were awesome. You guys are in the tunnels. You've met a new friend. You all have the same goal, which is to find the fairy and shade who are probably trying to burn down this town, to return it to the dark forces of nature that live in the earth here. They're down behind a door, which Trixie saw and is reporting back on. What are you all going to do? Go ahead, Trixie.
So, I went ahead and they're definitely having a meeting behind some door up there, and I don't really see a, like, good way in, except there's, like, a window up the top that, like, me and maybe Trinket would fit in. Tinker, I'm sorry, you're not Trinket, you're Tinker. And me and maybe Tinker would fit in. So we could try to, like, sneak in through the window, or, like, maybe if you guys, like, burst through the door, we can sneak through the window or something. Because I don't know if someone, like, bursts through a window, if that's going to be that sneaky. But it looks like it's just the door in the window. The only ways to go in.
Do we think we have a moment?
I mean, yeah, I couldn't like smell smoke or anything, so it didn't seem like something was starting immediately. But they're definitely in there.
Because
Do you have an idea?
we assume they're using magic. Yes, magic to set this all off.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good point. I just kind of assumed they were starting a fire.
Nah, fires don't spread like that. Not as bad as it sounds like the other town got. Not naturally. But if they're using magic, we have an hour, I may be able to pack something for that.
Yeah,
It's 50-50. I know, that's why I'm asking.
I super appreciate that. If you want, I can go try to like listen and see if they're like, we're almost done, or I don't know if they would say that, but I can like see, or we can just take the gamble.
I mean, wasn't their goal to take down the walls? Because that's gonna, magic or no, that's gonna be some pretty heavy explosive stuff.
The city itself, the bird sanctuary, because they were kept being in there. What a shame, what a shame. Cage is in the center.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Have you been able? I know you're very good with the nature, Jarvis. Have you been able to tell while we're down here, if we're headed like back towards the center of the city or back out of the city, as we're in the tunnel?
I think I would have been able to figure that out, being the underground is
Yeah, it's your
also
thing, right?
my other thing. Jules?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
I can tell. Can Jarvis tell what direction? Like, we've been going to the center rather than outside the city.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, we should be close to the center by now.
can I do a thing? Can I use words of the unspeaking stone to talk to the rocks?
You know what? I'm ready to do my favorite NPC again, although Mule's up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna try communing while he does. I might not be able to succeed, but I'm gonna try.
Okay, so that's 6 plus 3, so 9.
9, alright. So, can you describe to our friends what it looks like?
I mean, I think for this, I'm going to I'm gonna follow Trixie's lead, and I'm gonna go to the sparkliest rock that I see.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like knock on it gently with my championship ring, and just like whisper to it and say, "Hey, Rocky,
Hey, buddy.
can you tell me? Okay, let me see. What does it say? I can. Non-living object answers 3 questions you pose as best as it can. It is. Are you and your friends nearby in danger from bad guys that want to explode you?
Danger. Bad guys. There's a lot of weird, sticky stuff. Don't know what it is, but feels funky. Funky fresh.
How big is that room just beyond here? Is it big or is it small?
Nice big room.
Okay. And are there any exits other than this door and this hole?
Oh, yeah. You can go
Oh.
north. You can go south. You can go east. You can go west.
I'm sorry, did you say Weast?
It's my favorite direction.
Your friend's funny dude.
I'm still stuck up on the fact that there's a dungeon room full of a bunch of people and a bunch of sticky, funky stuff.
Yeah, maybe it's a bunch of honey or something. Okay, so I'm gonna unprepare that because I rolled a 9, so I lose that spell for
Hey,
now.
buddy, it
Oh.
was real nice chatting with ya.
Yeah. Thanks, Rocky.
Catch you soon.
Take care, bud.
Bye.
Yeah, so there's a bunch
No,
of.
how'd it go?
Do you
Yeah,
mind?
I'll tell everyone the thing.
I-
So they're
No, go
already
ahead.
prepared, I think.
Yeah, does that sound like magic I would know about as a fairy? Or Jarvis you would know about?
Yeah, go ahead and roll to spout lore for me, one of you, or both of you, actually. I'll give you both some fun factoids.
Oh, wait.
I'm not good at spouting lore.
Could it-
I'm gonna stick with trying to commune.
Could it be that the rock thinks sticky stuff is actually like structural beams holding up the place?
I mean, to Ivan, it sounds like oil or some other kind of accelerant.
Okay, so not actual sticks.
I got 12.
Okay. Fantastic. So you get something interesting and useful. You can think of, for sure, the easiest thing you can think of is tree sap, which, if the fairies had placed around, they may be able to conduct effects through it, even if they're not in the area. But, you know, if it's disturbed, it may not be effective anymore.
And do I have any kind of sense of like, oh, tree sap dries in 20 minutes, so you gotta set it up right before you're done, or can it like sit there forever?
Yeah, it dries up, not within 20 minutes, but tree sap, I don't know if this is true, don't fact check me, couple hours it usually stays dry and has enough life in it to conduct forces through, but after a couple of hours it's not good anymore.
Okay. So they're using tree sap to blow up things? Is that the case?
What it sounds like.
Okay, so no fireball.
Oh yeah, no. Good call, good call.
I mean, it sounds like time's of the essence.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast. I don't know what it should be. Let's say less. And I'm gonna do it on Finn.
Okay.
What does that do again? In terms
That
of-
gives you a +1 as long as we're fighting.
Cool.
Two rolls.
So, has anyone like looked in the window yet?
No, I wanted to report back before I fell through a window and got caught, and then everyone was mad at me that I hadn't reported back. So
Okay. It was a 10.
Okay,
So-
fantastic. You are blessed. Finn.
You
I mean-
feel lighter on your feet, as blessed by Air Broden.
Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I'm just at the point where I feel like talking about it anymore is not going to do much.
well, do we want to wait? I'm just worried about Jarvis's thing. I don't want to step on that. Like, if you think that's really important, we can do some more scouting while you try to prep that.
If time is of the essence, we can go. It's just...
And I can boost anybody out of battle for the first time, if anybody would like that.
We should probably do that now then.
I'd like to let's see, cast what's it called? Sorry. Is it Arcane Art? I always forget what it's called. Yes, Arcane Art. So I'm going to cast it on. Well, I always cast it on the guest, so I'm going to cast it on Tinker and who have I not casted on yet? Like ever? I think I'll cast it on Ivan. Sorry, Jarvis.
What does that do?
It's going to give you +2 forward to like a check in the future. When you're aided. Sorry, when you're aided by me. So by anyone. It's
so it makes that +1 a +2, or it would make this +1 a plus. Okay, it makes +1.
Yeah, it makes it +2. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my loot, and I'm gonna sing. Jarvis and Tinker. 2 wonderful dudes. So awesome to have around. Neither is a stinker. Jarvis and Tinker. Tinker and Jarvis. I'd love to make a rhyme, but unfortunately nothing rhymes with Jarvis.
Arby's.
All right.
And it's been cast.
Great. Does anybody else have any other preparation things they'd like to do?
I guess I would just like to ask, are we gonna run in and be like, rah, and try to kill everybody? Or are we gonna like do the thing where we go in and we try to talk to them and we be up like, what's up, guys?
Talk first, fight second.
Okay.
Yeah. But be ready to fight.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just... Can I hide on, if I like... Because my guy has a bow. Tinker's got a bow, so if like Tinker... It says if he doesn't move, camouflage, when you keep still in natural surroundings, enemies never spot you until you make a movement.
Yeah.
If he's lying down on like Mule's back, would that be like
Yeah, sure.
considered
I'll give that
camouflage?
To you. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so can Tinker just like hide in Mule's back, and it's just gonna look like there's a pigeon, but there's secretly a little bow wielding fairy hidden amongst the feathers?
I love it.
Amazing.
All right.
Jarvis, are you okay with this plan? This kind of like, I know this is a big like fairy thing, but it is like kind of affects you too, you know? There was a shade there too.
Yes, it seems some of my kind are joining in on the destruction, which means I'm going to have to bury more of my kind. I don't like this.
Would you like a different option? Would you like to try something else?
We're open to suggestions.
The way I see it, if the fairies that think this way are going to try to depose your parents and you, it's not long before my kin start having the similar thoughts about me. So, if we don't deal with them, they come after me. And before anyone accuses me of being selfish, I don't care if they come and kill me. But while I travel with you, that means they're after you, and I'm not having that.
That was almost sweet.
Yeah. Well, okay. Taking out them hunting us. If say we think we can go in there and get them to not hunt us just by like talking to them, are you still okay with this plan? Or if that's off the table, do you want a different plan?
If talking to one more time. I'm trying to do two things at once. It's distracting.
Oh, sorry. Okay. If they're not gonna hunt us, Like if we get reach some conclusion where they're not going to hunt us, are you still okay to go in and maybe attack them, or are you only okay to do that if you think they're going to hunt us?
No, they're still destroying things. If they're not going to listen to the way we're doing things, then they're done.
Okay.
Great. Any other preparations as you guys?
I'm not going to be able to commune, am I?
No, if you need a full hour.
It says an hour or so, so I don't know the exact ruling on it, but yeah.
So, my suggestion, and I did this once when playing Quenbo 6 Siege with Ivan. We send Trixie and Tinker and Jarvis as a snake up the hole, and then at the same time, you still have that psychic link with Finn.
Yeah, if I didn't commune.
Yeah, so at that point, you tell us when to go, and then the rest of us burst through the main doors.
Hold on, you want me to do the bursting? Because I'm not always the most battle ready.
Okay,
You don't say.
You can burst behind me and Finn.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Okay.
It'll be a group first.
I will need some help getting up to that window. So I don't know if
Yeah, I can give you
you're
a boost.
okay if I sit on your back or if someone wants to give me a boost, but I will need some help to get up there.
Also, Jules, how long am I grounded for?
How long are you? Oh, right, you were grounded at the last one. You can. Oh, that's a good question. I think you can feel in your body it still is heavy and clinging you to the floor. It hasn't worn off yet.
So I don't have a sense of how long it's going to be.
You can roll to I'd say roll with wisdom if you want to try to get a sense of that.
8.
8. Okay, yeah, you can feel in your body as you kind of close your eyes and see if it's receded. It has receded a little bit down your head and the end of your tail. And you know that by the end of the night it'll be gone, but it could keep up until the day's over.
Not a position I want to be in.
Jules, what are we doing as far as health goes / my balance count? Is it roll over? What does that
Wherever, so, I think the last 2 sessions were both in today. So anything that happened in the gopher fight, the beetle fight, all of that is still active, still affecting you.
Okay.
Any balance you gained, you still have. Your health is lower.
Cool.
Been a busy day.
That's been a busy day. I ask because I have 14 health. I'm at about half health right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
You are
I
still.
can heal you.
Oh, I also have the healing potion that creepy guy gave me that I can give to you.
I think I also have one of those, I guess. There's that. I can also... Can I use balance on myself or no?
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, we were flavor texting it as, it most of the time is field medic stuff.
So,
and
yeah.
I think you'd be able to do that on yourself.
Makes sense.
Cool. Okay.
I'll keep in mind, me, TJ, I've been incorrectly assuming that we're getting we're getting HP refills on every session, so I haven't been doing a lot of healing. So I can. So just let me know if you need anything else, because I can definitely do that for you. I just haven't been healing because I was like, oh well, we should be fine. But Finn, you hide it well. I'll say you hide the pain well.
Thanks. I don't want to complain. It seems like everyone's been pulling their own weight, so I think I'm gonna be okay as long as I can use some of my own balance. Yeah, I'm fine.
Jules, can I also, if we think we're gonna do this, can I dip one of my daggers in my poison?
Absolutely.
Great.
And what are the rules on if I have an ability that heals? I mean, what stops me from being able to just heal?
The fact that if you fail a roll, I will probably hurt your friend more.
Oh.
I mean, I can do whatever I want when you fail a roll, but I can tell you in the past I have had it be that instead of healing them, you hurt them further if you fail the roll.
Yikes.
Okay, well, I'm going to heal Finn one time. Or
Well,
attempt to.
Okay.
Or unless you're full.
I'm not full, but I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm pretty
all right.
hungry, actually.
How's...
Oh, I think Laurel has snacks. If you're looking for snacks,
I do.
Laurel, she has.
You want? We've
Yeah.
got maize and goldfish and
Here, have a Twinder.
Ooh. Titty Quams.
hi clams.
On the Tinder.
Does anyone else
Beat it, Fred.
need... Does anyone else need healing?
I'm full.
Is Mule doing okay?
I feel great.
I think that's a no.
Mjolnir feels strong.
Okay.
Mjolnir's great.
Okay.
It's
Hey,
mules.
hey. It is...
Mules.
Mules.
Good one, Laurel.
What were you gonna say?
So mules, you just could walk in with the group that's going in. That way, we're like right there if they need our help.
Great.
So I'm going through the window by myself.
No, I'll come too.
I think Jarvis
Though
and Tinker...
you may appear alone.
Okay.
I'll give you a boost, Strix.
Okay.
Jarvis is going to shapeshift again, which I rolled. I got a 15.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn back into a giant snake, but this time, instead of scales, you just see this crystalline growth, which I'm hoping will act as armor, because I'm not naturally armored as an animal. That also makes me kind of blend into the cave wall as if it were chameleon skin.
What move is this?
This is Chimera.
Sick.
When I shapeshift, I can choose up to 3 different forms to
Sick.
put into the... So, and because I have Thing Talker, I'm assuming that goes for rock things and tree things too, so... So crystalline growth, and then just seems to vanish into the stonework.
I will say, absolutely. I'll count that as 1 armor. You don't know if you're going to be able to make it through the window because you're so grounded. The weight pulling you down to the earth.
I am hoping I'm long enough I can go up the wall and just down through. We're gonna find out. I don't know, but I'm gonna try.
All right. Great. How are y'all doing this?
I don't know, but I guess we'll wait out here until we hear the go word from
Yeah.
Jarvis.
I guess I'm so sorry. I guess I'm a little confused. Are we throwing talking out the window, and that's not the window? I'm going through a window. But are we not talking to them, and that's why everybody, like half of us, are hiding? Or are you 3 gonna try to talk to them while we hide in the window?
I
No,
thought
she and
you
I
were
are-
going in.
She and
We
I
are
are
waiting.
talking.
Yeah.
She and I are the one with the beef.
So we're
So I
going
thought-
in through the window to talk to them.
Yeah, just pretend that you're... Just act as if you're their conscience. Just be
You
like...
could go through the
"Ooh."
door. That's a good point. Why are you
Don't
going
wanna
through the
be-
window?
Can-
No, Bjorn said we should go through the window. So I was
No,
like,
hold on.
sure.
There's talking.
There's
Shouldn't
a
I do
door.
the talking?
wanna do the
Yeah,
talking?
but you've never met
Absolutely
them,
not.
and they've met them.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty charismatic. When
Finn,
you
you're
were-
hearing in your head, absolutely not. No, nowhere near this.
Legend, hear me out. If you met people, right? And a group of
Right.
3 people then later came, and the one person you had not met was the one who literally said all the information, would that not be weird? Would that not be a weird thing?
You know,
Hey,
You were
I-
occupied fighting an ogre. It's okay.
hey, mules. Hey, mules.
Yeah.
Go peck on the door like you're knocking.
oh, no.
Mules do not dare.
Pack, no pack, no pack.
Go for it. Do it.
Mules, you don't know where I am. I will eat you.
Don't eat the bird.
Boss says pack.
All right, I guess I'm going in. You come in, Jarvis.
You don't know where Jarvis is.
Yeah, that's true. Jarvis is.
Was it like a knocking, or did the door open? Like what happened?
Yeah, so there's a knocking, and a long silence, and then a voice just calls out, "Who's there?"
That's Trixie Skew.
Hi! It's me. It's Trixie. Hi, how are you doing? I just, you left something in the other town, and I just really wanted to return it to you, and I was told this is where you were. So I figured only polite to come bring it back to you.
Princess!
Yep, that's me.
Come in.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
Okay. The rest of you, are you, like, hiding to not be seen in this hallway, or are you just standing there behind her when the door opens?
I feel like wherever I am, I'm pouting because I didn't get to talk.
Mule is like right in the doorway, and I'm like hidden.
Yeah, that's
Mule's
true.
Back, so
They do
They
see
open the door,
Mule.
and there's just a big pigeon.
Let's see if they're smart enough to realize it's not Jarvis.
Good point.
The shades will be. The fairies might not be, but the shades will be. Well,
I mean,
if they don't think about it, they might not figure it out. It depends on their intelligence.
What's up, Laurel?
I'll hide. Like, at least that was part of the original plan. So before it completely goes to shit, I will hide. Oh, it will.
Okay. So the door opens to Trixie and Mules with a hidden tinker in his feathers. And what you see inside, Trixie, as you kind of step into the light, it's not Preeks and Stinger. There is a fairy and a shade in there, but they are unfamiliar. The shade is tall, masculine, short, kind of curly hair. And he has the flowers on the one shoulder, and on the other shoulder he has what looks almost like lava just slowly dripping down his chest. The fairy is younger. She's wearing dark traveling wear, and her face just kind of gleams in the light of the small kind of candle in a little brazier in the middle of this enormous stone room, as she smiles at you and says, "It's an honor to be greeted by royalty."
Oh, hi. Thank you. It's nice to see you too. I'm so sorry. Someone must have given me wrong information in the town. I realized we've never met, so this must seem really weird to you. I apologize. You've clearly figured it out. Hi, I'm Trixie. It's so nice to see you. What are both of your names?
They kind of glance at each other, and then the fairy says, "I'm Mist. This is my companion, Winter. Please, come in."
Oh, sure. I would love to. What are you both doing down here? Is this where you're staying? Are you like camping out here? A little like outside excursion, or what's going on?
As you and Mules travel in, they're both kind of circling around to either side, kind of pacing around the outside of the room, so they're on either side of you.
Jarvis is slithering in with the chameleon skin and is gonna start circling towards the shade.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Roll Defy Danger with either I'll say Dex, because you're trying to be slow and stealthy even as you're blending into the rocks, and you can add +1 for your camouflage to whatever you roll.
Okay, so it would have been a 9, but with +1 it is 10.
Okay. The shade does not look at you, react to your presence in any way, neither does the fairy, as you slip in behind the pigeon and start to circle.
Do I recognize Winter? Is Winter one I've seen before?
No.
From my vantage on Mule's back, can I discern realities
You
about
absolutely
the room?
can. That's the perfect time to use that move, Logan. Go ahead and roll 2d6 and add your wisdom modifier.
I rolled an 8 with a +2 from my wisdom for 10.
Okay, so you get to ask me on Discern Realities 2 questions, I believe.
3.
3, amazing.
For a 10 plus, it's GM 3 questions from below. What should I be on the lookout for?
Okay. As you glance, as you let your eyes kind of wander around the room, you can see, almost invisible in the flickering candlelight, high on the wall, hidden in the shadows, very faint lines and drawings, some sort of sigils that might be made in sap, drawn around the kind of upper ceiling of the room.
Okay. What here is useful or valuable to me?
What here is useful or valuable to you? So there are 2 small packs, sitting next to each other by the wall, kind of regular leather traveling packs, that you imagine probably contain all of the belongings of those 2.
And last one, what here is not what it appears to be?
Okay. In a pile by the packs is a worn leather cloak. But as you look at it, you recognize that it's not actually a cloak. You've seen this in the wild on occasion. It's what's known as a cloaker, which is a magical, no one really knows if it's a creature, an artifact, or what, but it looks like a cloak until you put it on, and then, boy howdy, are you gonna have a bad time. Okay?
Okay.
Mist, says to you, don't you normally travel with companions, princess?
Oh, well, this was kind of a private mission for me. And, obviously I have Jarvis here with me. But,
Ha!
you know.
The fairy and the shade laugh in almost perfect sync.
Yeah, I know, he's kind of a goof, isn't he? But, we let him do what he wants.
They're both kind of rounding around till they're, on the same wall as the door, moving towards it.
Do I see any of this, and also can I aid?
You do not see any of it because you all are hiding. You all can hear what's being said, but unless you can describe to me how you're aiding, no, you are not.
Okay, I don't have anything right now. Nothing subtle. I mean, I'm guessing I can't. It has to be. Does it have to be vocal, or can it not be?
I don't know. You tell me what you're trying to do, and I'll tell you if it works. That can be anything from boosting them, from if you have any ideas. It's what you're doing.
Normally, I sing, but I'm obviously if I'm hiding, I don't want to sing out loud. So can I maybe hum quietly, like. Trixie,
you're a nervous hummer.
The trap you're in. I hope you get out, leaving yourself with the grin.
Go ahead and roll Defy Danger with Wisdom.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. Well, go ahead and mark 1 XP.
Oh, hate that.
I
like it. But...
Begin. Actually, what's your wisdom? I should actually ask what your modifier is. It's possible that's not a fail.
It's 8 is what total.
It's an 8 total? Oh, so that's not a fail. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So hard choice, hard bargain. Pretty simple. You can give her that aid for whatever her next roll will be. But they're gonna hear you humming.
Well, I done fucked this one up once again, you guys.
You can choose not to. I'm giving you a choice, is what an 8 to 9 is. I give you a hard choice, and you do it if you want, and if it's not worth the price, you don't do it.
I will start to hum and then realize that it may be too loud and I'm not going to do it.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Hey.
I think Logan.
Yeah, look.
Yeah. Jules, can I whisper to Mules? Are any of the runes in the sap that I saw close enough for Mules to like reach?
Without moving?
Like height wise.
Oh yes, height wise, absolutely. If you were over by the wall, yeah.
So could I ask Mules to like meander over to them like they're hungry and just start eating one?
I thought you meant you on Mules' back, but you know what? I'll say there are a few low enough because that's fucking hysterical. Yeah, Mules will just, as he kind of feathers his way to the back wall, opposite where the two are heading, and starts kind of pecking at the wall.
Yeah, like he's eating one of the runes, maybe disrupting the runes, maybe.
Yeah,
Does it look like they're trying to get out the door?
they're certainly moving towards the door.
Jarvis is just gonna coil up in the doorway, so if they try getting through, they're gonna run right into it.
Okay. So you're backing away from it because you were slithering to the other shade before. You're moving away
Right,
from
but
him
if
back
he's
to the
coming
doorway.
towards me and like I can kind of piece where he's going, I'll backtrack a little bit and then
Okay.
coil up in the doorway.
Great. You're coiling up in the doorway.
If I can see him doing that, I want to keep talking so they keep looking at me and don't see him doing that in the doorway.
No one can see me doing anything.
Wait, okay.
Okay.
So understanding the layout of this room, like previously when we were in tunnels, they were like tiled tunnels, like looking at the like Roll20 thing. Are there like pipes anywhere? Like what is the infrastructure down here?
Full spooky ass mausoleum. Marble walls. This room is a much lower but wider room. It's not a tunnel. It's clearly a room that was built for something in here. So kind of low ceilings. There are some carvings of various angelic figures that you've seen throughout.
Okay.
It's a pretty empty room, though.
But yeah, I left everyone else in town. It's a really lovely town. You guys should definitely check it out. I hear they have great places for things like brunch, so totally should check that out. But yeah, and I figured I would just head down here and Creeks and Stinger. Actually, have you guys met Creeks and Stinger? These town folks thought you were them, which so rude. But what you gonna do?
They actually both kind of pause for a moment in their walking, make eye contact with each other over their head, and then look back at you. And they were both heading to the door, and now they kind of split to circle so that Mist is moving around in front of you. If door, you Mist, and Winter is continuing around towards the door. And Mist kind of steps forward and says, "Well, Princess, what'd you think of them?"
Oh, they were great. They did stand us up, which was a little bit rude, but they seemed busy, so I guess we can look past that. But they seemed so lovely. I was sad they missed the party. I think they really would have enjoyed it.
Did they chat with you about anything interesting?
Oh, yeah, they told me all about their journeys and their lives, and it was just really interesting to hear about their travels because I know I've been on travel. So it was nice to exchange stories, and I was really interested in all the things they were doing.
You see a flash of disappointment, actually, in her eyes as she steps in front of you. And at this point, she's directly in front of you. The shade is moving around almost at the door. And they make eye contact again over your shoulder. Would any of you like to do anything in this moment?
If they try to run or specifically lunge at Trixie, can I do a called headshot at the fairy?
Yeah, you can be readying an action. Readying an action. This is not D&D, but you can be preparing and aiming.
Sure.
If
We
Winter... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say we might need to reload the room.
Mm-hmm.
You have 1 minute, less than 1
Oh.
minute.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So everyone, let's leave and be back in the other room in a moment. All
There we
right.
go. Perfect seamless transition.
And we
Yay.
are back. So we've got Tinker readying a shot on the back of his giant pigeon.
If Winter tries to make a lunge for Trixie or make a lunge to get out, I am just going to kind of wrap him in place so he can't move.
Okay.
Can I read the room? Like, are they getting ready to just fight and not listen to anything we say at all? Or is this just...
I mean, you've been listening to them, and it has not sounded like a particularly natural or friendly tone of voice. It's been a
Okay.
little creepy.
Finn, you hear in your mind, I am right in the doorway, so be careful, but war is coming.
Copy that. I give, I guess, Legend a look. And
What? We didn't go over signals. What? I don't know what that means. Go on top of the roof?
I go in and punch the one closest to the door.
Okay, you're lunging for the door, LeBjorn.
Oh no.
You are going to need to, I'm gonna need a defy danger roll, from both you and, Jarvis in his invisible form as you lunge towards the door and slam into the giant invisible boa constrictor in your way.
Oh, what? Didn't we talk about this?
At that moment,
No, we did not.
Oh, okay.
You're just jumping.
Mist jumps at Trixie, drawing a dagger from her side, so you get a shot there, Tinker.
Okay.
Also, Jules, I have shoot first, so I'm never caught by surprise, and when an enemy would get the drop on me, I get to act first.
Hell yeah! So you watch as the hand travels the dagger and she goes to move, and you sure get to react before she does. So that is a lot of rolls I'm going to need for a lot of people. Yes, Logan first.
I rolled a 14 to hit.
That hits.
So I deal my damage, and then it's a headshot, so they do nothing but stand and drool for a few moments. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No.
So that is sure.
Quick, while he's hunting for dice, what am I adding to
6.
defy danger?
6 points of damage, and Trixie, I'm gonna give you a +1 on whatever on your roll to whatever you're doing. Ivan and Jarvis, I want you to roll Dex.
Ivan and Jarvis.
Sorry, Jarvis and LeBjorn, I need you to roll Dex because the Shade is leaping for the door, not seeming to look to escape, hand on the door, trying to slam it. So you're trying to jump at him, he's trying to slam the door unknowingly on you. LeBjorn is running into you, there's an arrow going off. Berkeley has the jump on this person. Meanwhile, in the background, you see Finn and Legend still...
I'm about to climb up the roof, like, confused.
oh my god, just go for it.
All right. So we got a 5 from Jarvis. What'd you get, LeBjorn?
11.
Okay. And Berkeley, what are you doing?
I wanted to take out my dagger, but I wanted to try to get behind, it was Mist, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to try to get behind Mist, and if Mist is stunned from the arrow shot,
Yep.
and get a dagger up to Mist's throat, and then talk to Winter and be like, "You're gonna tell us what's going on."
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna make you roll for that because she's stunned. You dart around behind. She's stunned, and you have the drop on her. So between those two moves, easy peasy. You race around. She's kind of half groping for the dagger, but like can't even find it. And in an instant, your dagger is at her neck. We're gonna deal with what happens with that in a moment. Meanwhile, we have LeBjorn who leaps. Feels an invisible force slam into your knee, but you're able to lift your other leg and just kind of vault over, stumbling into the Shade, who is mid-slamming the door. Jarvis, go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
This is gonna be pleasant. 4.
4. You're gonna take 4 points of slam damage on your head as the door bangs into you. Meanwhile...
Armor.
No, not ignore armor.
As the door is closing, I want to take this spear, because I'm standing right
Yes.
next to the door, and
Yes.
jam it in the hinges so it can't actually
Oh.
completely close.
Hell yeah.
Plus my
Yeah.
head. It's not closed.
Yeah, no, it's because it's like on his head and it's like a foot open. You don't even have to roll. You just shove your spear in and push it. LeBjorn, you kind of have him down on the ground. Berkeley, there is a moment as he looks back, realizes you have a knife to Mist Throat, and he freezes under LeBjorn. So we've got a snake in the door, Finn and Legend right outside, Shooter on the bird, Cleric and Shade on the ground, and Trixie with a knife to the other fairy's throat. What you doing, Trixie?
You're gonna tell us what's going on, because we've been hearing a lot of mixed information, and I'm kind of sick of it. So you're just gonna tell us straight, or I'm gonna stab Mist.
Well, it's pretty simple. Mist kind of chirps at you. We're gonna destroy the town so that the chaos can drink.
But who are you working with? Who are you working for? How many are you? Where are you headquartered? Are you gonna riot? What's going on?
She kind of glances at the Shade. I want you to go ahead and roll to parlay.
Ooh.
Okay.
That is with
Okay.
charisma.
Can I help?
How?
If he's not convinced by LeBjorn standing over Winter with his fist raised,
Snake cuffs.
the snake's just slowly going to appear. And just... the jaw's beginning to unhinge, like, you better start talking or I'm
Yeah,
gonna
alright.
eat.
Yeah, we've got a visible snake now, and you can roll to aid.
That's a 13.
Alright. Presumably you get a +1 to that, Trixie.
Oh, great. If I get a +1, that makes it a 10.
Okay. So on a parlay, on a 10, they ask you for something and do it if you make a promise first. So you have your knife to her throat. The snake appears in the doorway, and she takes a deep breath, and you can actually feel her shaking slightly in front of you. And she finally says, I'll tell you who we are if you promise. Makes a promise, but it's not one that you have to display right now. I'll tell you what we're doing here if you promise not to hurt us.
Okay, a negotiation to your terms. You also can't hurt us, though. You can't, like, tell us everything you know and then attack us and be like, haha, you can't attack back.
Okay, fair enough. We won't attack you if you won't
Also-
attack us.
We might add that we also get to... You don't attack the town, and we have to scrub all of this jam.
Point.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't blow up the town.
Yeah, also a fair point.
The important bit.
And
That's fair.
And no.
she takes a deep breath, and you actually feel her shaking still a little bit. And she said, "You promise you won't hurt us, and I'll talk."
So you're not promising me that you're not going to blow up the town?
And she slowly shakes her head, and you can feel the knife just like skim her throat as she shakes her head.
Question, Jules. Giant boa constrictor, that's probably more forest rather than depths of the earth, right?
Yes.
Alright, then asshole on the ground can still understand me. So I just say to Winter in Snake, but he should understand because of our ability, I hope. Try anything, and all bets are off.
You have no idea if he understood or not because he continues to not speak.
Fair. Yeah. I've said my piece. I'm in the clear as far as my conscience is concerned.
All right. Well, new negotiation then, I guess. Either you tell us what's happening and you leave and you don't burn down this town or any other town and we won't hurt you, or we kidnap you and you just stay with us until you decide to tell us what we want to know anyway.
Yeah, I'm good at kidnapping.
Well, I think if we're doing this for the law, it's less a kidnapping and it's just an arrest.
I don't think we have that power, LeBjorn.
I think we have that power.
Can't we
Get
just
in
say
here,
that we
it's a
have that
cluster.
power and then have that power?
Okay, it doesn't matter the specifics, but tell us what's going on or we're gonna kidnap you.
Alright.
You.
Happening. I want to say Fit has at least made her way inside and is taking a note from the pigeon and is like leaned up against a wall with her sword behind her back.
Yes.
Trying to like
Yeah.
fizzle away. at
Hell
some of the
yes.
runes.
Yeah. I mean, they're drawn on in sap, so you can just rub them off on your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible.
Can Mules be like continue like going and like licking all the other
Yeah, the two of you are just slowly shimmying your way down the hall. Absolutely. I mean, Mist kind of stares down at Winter and goes, definitely kidnap. Over talking to you, I guess. Not how I expected today to go. Did you, old friend? And Winter just kind of blinks at her.
Oh, Winter's mute. Understood.
Logan, did you have something?
I'm trying to think how mean Tinker is, if Tinker is mean.
Well, Tinker was mean to Trixie.
It's true. It's pretty mean to me. I mean, I guess you weren't that mean. You were trying to be nice, but you kind of did it in like a not helpful way. But you could be mean if you want.
So Called Shot says when you attack a defenseless or surprised enemy,
Oh.
can I shoot Winter in the leg?
Yeah. Yeah, you can shoot Winter in the leg.
I like it.
As like part of like trying to force this conversation. It's like a 13 again.
Yeah, roll your damage.
I'm waiting for him to need my aid, but he's not. Like
That's 10 points of damage.
2.
2 points of damage.
2. I can't roll a 10 on a T.
Well, you get to add things to it, don't you?
Oh, what do I add?
I don't know. You've got a move that gives you some sort of plus, I think.
It's plus to the attack roll.
The move on the front is plus to attack roll. I thought I gave you one of the high-level moves that was plus to damage with
Smog's
bows.
Belly, when you know their weakness, you can have 2 piercing.
I see. Great, yes. So 2 damage. I mean, he's frozen, though. You're going for the leg. I think his weakness is being frozen. I'm gonna give you the +2 for 4 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And she just shrieks as the arrow embeds itself in her thigh. And she's got 1 dagger in her shoulder, 1 dagger in her thigh. And she's definitely starting to shake again. And you feel the shade underneath you, LeBjorn, start to growl.
Could I roll to discern realities?
Yeah.
So maybe you don't burn down the town and live?
Okay, 7 plus 3 is 10.
Okay.
Okay, so I get 3 questions. What is about to happen? Let me leave that for a second, for the last, because that might be a...
Act on it.
Who's really in control here?
Um. Yeah. Mist seems to be the one in control who's making the decisions. She talks to Winter, but you all haven't seen any, like, even head shakes, nods, and she hasn't sounded like she's asking for his permission or even his ideas necessarily. She's definitely the one who's making the decisions here.
Okay. Let's see. What here is useful or valuable to me?
There are bags probably full of clues and useful items sitting on the far wall.
Okay. What is about to happen?
They seem to take the threat of death as a reason to talk, but they don't seem to be willing to talk just for this threat of arrest. And so they're either going to... They're not going to talk. What's about to happen here is you're not about to get that information out of them.
Unless it's on threat of
unless you figure out a different way to approach them. This threat of arrest is not going to get them to talk. They will just let you arrest them.
I could sing to them until they talk.
That is torture. Before that, actually, I guess we don't know that. Only LeBjorn knows that, so it's up to you if you're sharing. Or if we all can sense it, I don't know.
I will just verbalize, like, they're not gonna bend to arrest. Or I can see you're not gonna bend to arrest. So just leaving it out there for other people to have other ideas. I'm also trying to think.
Oh, I have an idea. And this is where the gray morality of Jarvis comes in. Jarvis starts to slither forward, and as he does, he shifts out of this snake form. Hello. Don't know if I don't know you. To Mist. Leaning down over Winter, kind of going to stand on their chest.
And you can see as you do that their form is actually shifting slightly. They're not all the way animalistic, but they've got what looks like pincers stretching out that are reminiscent of the fire beetles you encountered earlier in the cave. And it's like kind of flashing back and forth. The pincers are growing and kind of receding as he like growls again.
I get right in his face. Finish that change and you'll be under a goddamn boulder before you blink.
I want to also cast a spell.
Okay, what are you casting, LeBjorn?
Oh, I don't have this prepared. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll to parlay as well. Jarvis?
It's a 10.
Okay. His growling kind of resides, and it's still a scowl at you, but the pincers recede back in, and it fades back to his regular pale skin.
There have been too many stories being told today. Too many towns already burned. That's not our way. I, like, growl this into Winter's face, and then look up at Mist. I don't know how many of you there are. You're going to tell us that in a minute. But you can be damn sure if you two are going to continue down this path and continue to put me and her and everyone else you see in this room in danger, they've been nice so far. I don't have that setting.
I don't have that setting. That's a cool line, Ivan. I don't really want to make you roll to parlay again, but I'm gonna say this is...
If you'll allow this to add, because, you know, it was threat of death if you try to change on me. Your only negotiations. You don't die
if you do what we want. That extends to telling us and not burning down towns.
I mean, I guess.
Can I aid him?
How?
I want to tell them there's only 2 ways out of here for you. And if you don't want to tell us what we want to know, my friend here is probably going to eat your face off. And we still get to know what we want to know, because guess what? I can speak with the dead.
You know what? Yeah, when the cleric is turning on them, yeah. Okay, that is definitely an aid. Go ahead and roll to aid, Andy.
Oh.
And if you succeed, he gets +2.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this got really violent.
Yeah, we get a little intense sometimes.
11.
11,
It's here
okay.
for fun.
Yeah, so you get a +2.
Sorry, this is aid. My bad. What do I roll? It's just a number. 8 then.
8, so that's
9.
yeah. So that was a 9 to parlay, Jarvis?
No, I think he got a 9 to aid, because you only had the 1 from Bond.
Yes, so that's +2 for you.
But you
Which
get a +2 from me, though.
Right, I still
Yes.
get a +2 because of it. But there's consequences on 7 to 9s for aiding. But I will roll the parlay again.
Wait,
With
what
the
did your dice roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh.
I was waiting to see what the results of the aid were before I rolled that. But with a 2, it is math. Charisma makes it an 8. The +2 from aid makes it a 10.
Okay. Great. Mist does not like you looming over Winter. And you, Trixie, you note as her hands ball into fists at her sides, listening to the cleric turn violent and seeing the shade kind of lunging over him. In the background, the pigeon and Finn are still just rubbing their way around the room.
Can Tinker have hopped down and start to go to the bags?
Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
Tinker also saw the bags on that initial, sneaky peek.
You sure can. You're creeping over towards the bags. Mist kind of blows out a breath and then says, the earth is thirsty. The chaos is thirsty. We are simply feeding it.
I just gotta say, we spent a little time in the chaos, and I think it does a good enough job of feeding itself. It's kind of got that covered. So, it's good of you guys to try to help, but I really don't think I need your help.
Wait a second.
Can Finn connect the dots to the trees
Jarvis
that
is
are
connecting
trying
the
to
dots
drink
to the
blood?
thirsty
All of the
Yeah.
players who are connecting the dots are welcome to connect those dots.
Just by rolling, or do we just
No,
ourselves?
if you think your characters have figured it out, your characters have figured it out.
All these things are connecting in your mind, and Legend is just tuning his lute.
Yeah, that's scams.
For context, Logan, we met some trees a very long time ago that literally drank blood. And our first
flowers.
mission was to find a flower that gave
Drank
bountiful
blood.
whatever, but drank blood.
Oh.
So there's a lot of bloodthirsty vegetation.
It's super creepy.
Nature's
Yeah.
hungry.
Nature's hungry,
Nature's
apparently.
hungry.
It's not our jobs to feed the chaos. One
Why?
rule of this world: evolve or die. And the chaos is not exempt from this rule.
And Mist kind of swallows and says, that's where we agree to disagree. Chaos will drink, and you will be swallowed, and we will live.
We're not This isn't like another ritual, right? This game isn't like. Y'all are trying to do a ritual right now, are you?
No.
This seems
Oh my
really
god,
ritual-y.
Logan, no! What do you think we are?
Do you
Sorry.
think it would
What?
even work? There's no magic.
Like, it's super creepy and whatever, you're right. But, like, Jules is just, like, good at telling stories.
Yeah, really good. Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah.
And like, even
Thanks
if it
for-
was, it wouldn't work in Ravendine. So
Yeah.
That's
magic.
true, too.
Oh.
Nothing to draw on.
Yeah.
Believe me, we've tried. Just kidding.
No, we haven't, TJ.
I'm kidding, Logan. Logan,
And when Logan,
it's
I
a
think we're
joke.
creeps.
Logan, I'm joking.
you should come back in 2 weeks when we try it again, and this time with real blood.
She's
We're-
also kidding.
We're totally joking, Logan. Or are we?
Oh my god, it just that all my friends suck. This is great.
Hey, I'm not.
All right. What's your response, Trixie, Jarvis, anyone else?
So what's the plan? Are you gonna tell us what your plans are and where your little headquarters are, or are we gonna kill you and then talk to you and make you tell us then?
Our plan is burn the civilization.
Okay, yeah, we got that.
Can you like just talk normal though? Like, do you have to be all like, "Oh, I'm gonna burn this up"? Like, just talk to us. You're gonna die, or tell us the truth out of the way. Like, just.
Mist
Do you
kind
have
of
that?
blinks at you and then sighs and goes, "Really? Really? It's part of the fun. You really gotta be like that."
Do we look like we're in the mood for that?
I mean, I am, but like,
Yeah. I mean, points for style.
yeah.
She's kind of smiling again, and you can feel her still just slightly trembling, but she's slowly composing herself. And she says, "You want to know numbers? Half a dozen shades, dozen fairies, a few collected friends. We travel many places. We meet on occasion. Different place every time.
How do you all communicate though? Like, how do you know where you're gonna meet?
Set up the meeting at the last meeting.
When's the
Occasionally we
next
send
one?
owls."
When and where's the next one?
She kind of blinks again, and her bravado falters a little bit. A fortnight, under the volcano.
Are you lying to me?
No,
Do you think that wise?
no.
At this point, Finn is done shimmying around the room and is joined the group.
Yeah.
And- Can Tinker have looked in the bags? At this point?
Yeah, okay, so you are opening the bags. Inside, there is a bundle of, I'll say, 6 rations between the two. There is 1 health potion. And where is my thing? There is, in one backpack, a bottle, and in the other backpack, a coin. I've just dropped both of the descriptions in the chat. You don't really know what they do yet, Tinker, but you can sense that they're magical.
Gotcha.
I think we got what we wanted. Let's arrest them and head home, or
Yeah.
head to Meadowlark and then to Brimstone.
Can I ask one more question, guys? So sorry, I got one more.
Okay.
Are you guys? Is there a plan to hurt my family? Has that been planned yet?
She kind of hesitates again and says details were to be finalized at this meeting.
Okay. All right, LeBjorn, they're all yours.
Okay. Do I have handcuffs?
No. Check your
Uh,
equipment.
Can I make handcuffs out of my adventuring gear?
Yeah, wait, the adventuring gear is you have a thing. Yeah, mark off one use of your adventuring gear. I forgot you had adventuring gear. Yeah, mark off one use, and you have 2 uses if you want 2 pairs of handcuffs, 1 use if you just want 1.
I just a suggestion, and I don't mean to label Finn as the brute, but couldn't Finn just hold on to one of them?
Okay, but I'm not gonna hold on to their hands forever.
Not forever, just until we find something more, more permanent.
I also have adventuring gear. Can't we just get some rope? I feel like rope is a pretty common thing.
I thought I was helping.
You can definitely get rope for 1 use of your adventuring gear.
Great.
I'm keeping this one in my sights. Again, leaning down towards Winter.
Oh, I
You're
thought you were
not
talking about me. I
getting
was like, yeah, that's
out.
about right.
Okay. So you're tying them up, Finn?
Yeah, at least their hands, so that way they can't attack.
Okay,
Wait,
fantastic.
so I'm not using handcuffs? Okay.
Up to you, Andy. It depends on how much you really want to use the handcuffs.
I mean, I still have...
Is trying the
Alright.
handcuffs important to you?
Is it a part of your character?
Well, I thought it would just be cool to, roleplay LeBjorn James, God Cop.
I won't take that away from you. If you want to do that, I will save my rope.
Well, that said, the more bindings on Winter, the better off we're gonna be, because, he's not allowed to shift.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
Does
Maybe
he?
those
I mean,
handcuffs won't
can
do
that
much.
stop? Can handcuffs even stop someone from shifting?
No.
No, that's where the threat of Boulder comes in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are tying them. You two, mark off 1. Alyssa, nosebleed.
Yeah.
Finn, 1 use. You've got rope. You've tied them up, and you guys are you gonna take them back up to the town?
I think so.
Okay.
Can we just really make sure we've ruined everything in here? I know you guys did
Yes.
a great job, but just really make sure.
Okay.
I
All
hope
day.
Jules,
You first.
quick question. Do you know, are we ending soon? 'Cause I
Yes,
have
we're
to go.
this. You guys, we're done.
Okay.
You're walking them back up, basically.
I want to also grab you said in the bags in the back, that
Yes.
they were also clues and stuff.
There's a
I wanna
bundle of
make sure.
papers.
Yeah, I want to make sure to bring those so that we can properly inform the authorities.
Okay, sounds good.
Before I let Winter up to be bound and taken up, I get right in his face and just whisper in his ears, "When I'm done here, you're going to answer for this at the Grove. If I see you out of that prison before I'm ready to take you back, you're not going to live long enough to make it to the Grove."
I lean over to Trixie
And then drag him up to be bound by Finn.
chills.
Yeah, he can be really, really intense when he wants to be.
Okay. And you all take them, lead them back the way you came, up through the mausoleum and into the town. And that's where we will call it. Leveling up. Real fast. Did we find out something new and interesting about the world?
Yes.
Yep, the chaos is thirsty.
Yeah.
Where is this? There we go. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Yeah.
I think so.
And did we loot a memorable treasure?
Yes.
Cloaker.
Okay. I'm assuming no one is picking up the cloaker. If somebody is picking up the cloaker, we're gonna have to talk about that.
I would have, if anyone went for it, I would have
Great. Okay. Very good. Then that is 3 experience for each of you. Logan, you don't have to worry about this. Everyone take a look at your own alignments. Let me know if you think you did it. Let me know if you think it's changing.
It's the same. Do we get an XP if it's the same or if it changes? I don't remember.
If you do it.
Oh,
Or
I
if
did.
it changes.
It's perform an art to aid someone. So
Well, I'm gonna be stricter about it. You're not gonna get it every time you do that, or else that's a point every session. It's supposed to be something that you like aim to do. So you did a song or two, but I'm gonna say it needs to be a more intentional performance for more of an audience.
Or someone.
oh, like how could I have done it this session?
I don't know if you'd been one of the communicators maybe in the group.
I tried.
Finn's logic was sound. Like,
I know,
we thought
I
this
know.
was Preeks and Stinger. You are not gonna be the one to tell.
Well, it was more like if it comes to charisma stuff. I mean, I'm pretty good
Bard,
at that.
yeah.
Right.
I'm pretty likable too, just so you know.
Also, you don't exactly have like the best starting with our new friend Tinker.
What? I don't know. I mean, I totally had him fooled, right? That I was a fairy.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Any other bonds?
My alignment might.
Sorry, alignment. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Right now, it's still help something or someone grow, which I don't think that's ever gonna happen again. So.
Yeah, if you think your alignment has shifted.
I don't know how to work. It's not.
I'm gonna say it's.
Keep.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how do you want me to word mine then? If that's not enough, like you want
So-
it to be more...
Think about, do me a favor and you decide what your alignment is. But it shouldn't just be like a thing you can do, it should be the reason why you do it. So, performing it to help someone is the thing that you do, but do you do it to impress them? Do you do it to prove yourself? Why?
Okay. If I have a reason, though, some of the reasons that I would think of are not knowing the party are not going to be actually effective, but it's still kind of an internal reason.
Yeah.
Like to be the first thing that comes to mind is to be wanted or needed.
Yeah.
But
I actually think that's really interesting if that becomes your alignment, Legend. I think that's an awesome thing for Legend to kind of have be his goal and his driving force, and it'll be interesting to see if you can get it from this party.
I feel like it's kind of a lost cause, to be honest. I feel like he's kind of like the... I don't know.
I don't know. I believe in you, Teach. I bet you can make it work.
Well, I
Okay.
know you believe in TJ, but I'm not so sure Trixie and everyone else believes in Legend.
I don't know. You might be surprised.
I think I figured out how to word mine. Somewhat. Someone help me refine it if it needs it, but keep the civilized/civilization alive long enough to grow.
Okay.
Jules, we talked about it, but I just wanted to confirm that I changed my alignment from possess something beautiful to find the beauty in things.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. Bonds.
I think I'm changing mine with Jarvis. From Jarvis is in it more than he thinks he is to Jarvis could be in it so much more if he also told us his plans.
Bold of you to assume Jarvis plans ahead. Bold of you to assume it's not just instinct in the moment.
Right, but then when you have that instinct in the moment, just verbalize that.
I can't, then they know.
Okay.
Then the enemy knows.
Are we the enemy, Jarvis?
No.
Okay,
Are you
not
telling me
today.
if I changed from a snake and walked past you while you're over this shade and it's like, I just told you, hey, I'm gonna negotiate now or something.
No, not that. Thought you were invisible.
Oh,
The doorway.
no, that was instinct. I did tell Finn, but it didn't make it to LeBjorn, so
Okay.
that's a little...
That's all.
I don't think any of mine are changing.
Okay.
I think mine with LeBjorn is changing somewhat, partially because it's been the same ever since we finished in Templetown, whatever that party town was.
Hilferel.
Hilferel, that one.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god, I can't believe I remembered.
I can't believe you
Good job,
remembered,
Andy.
Andy.
I had notes. I don't know where they are right now. I don't know where those notes are. But yeah, it's currently whatever danger follows him, whatever danger comes to us, we will handle it. Now I think it's more, we're not always on the same page, but the job gets done.
Logan, what this is, by the way, just to like catch you up with what's happening, because I know you didn't do it. We have like things we wrote about each other and like what we think about each other, and then as that changes, we get experience points.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, just to clarify about alignment, because I think I didn't explain it properly, and TJ, I know you're not the only one who has a problem. That one is not supposed to be an easy point that you get every game. That's supposed to be something...
realize that was a problem.
Yeah. No, not you have a problem. There seemed to be some confusion yeah. But the goal of the alignment is something that you have to work towards, and it might, guides your actions is, achievement is the wrong word, but in some way fulfills your drive if you get it done. Any
Jules,
other bonds? Yeah, go ahead.
Did you hear my change with LeBjorn's? Because you were doing some other stuff.
Yes, the job gets done.
Okay.
Yes. Anything else? Great. Then any plugs, guys? Audition for the musical, I guess, with me and Laurel and Tej and I don't know, maybe the others.
We'll talk
I mean,
about
this isn't a plug, but Jarvis leveled up, so...
Nice.
Oh my gosh, you level up so fast.
That's because I did the extra stuff. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I don't have any plugs. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed. If you're watching and not subscribed, what are you doing? It's completely free.
You're so good at QTube, Tej.
Thank you. Thank you.
I guess Button Boutique, I guess I should probably promote it, right? Since I work there now. Go check out the Button Boutique. It's super cute. We definitely have whatever you're looking for all of your little trinket and outfit needs.
This episode of TJ's Townies is sponsored by the Button Boutique.
In a non-monetary way, it absolutely is.
Good catch. There's no basketball right now. We're up for 2 weeks. But we secured the 7th seed in the March tournament, so we're gonna be doing that then.
Go Crows!
Oh, and Logan, when does your baseball season start? We should come watch you play baseball.
I think it starts in fall ball. Starts in August. So
Alright.
there's that.
Yeah, it's more of a ball sport.
Well,
It's all over the place. God, what month? What month are we in right now?
Well,
it's
we just had
February.
Steely.
So...
Oh, then we start, like, actual season starts end of March, beginning of April.
Much closer.
Closer.
Weird that you didn't know what month it was.
Yeah, but I said I got hit in the head by a baseball. You know.
I actually should have asked, not to jump totally back out of it, but I should have asked and I got distracted. Is there anything Tinker has to say to Trixie or any of the others? You guys make it back up to the town, but I want to give you a chance to say goodbye in character, since you won't be back with us next week.
Oh.
I'll walk up and I'll say thank you for helping us today, and I'll give you my top hat.
The one that
I have to regurgitate your top.
Yeah.
It's a little messed up right now. A lot of.
I think Tinker would take it, and it makes, like, the fact that it's now a little juicier. It makes it better.
Juicier.
So
I don't think there's actual stomach acid because druids don't eat.
It's trust me, it's despite how it looks, it's heartfelt. Thank you.
well, thank you.
Yeah.
And
As
I'm
the
gonna
top falls off, like
I'm gonna hand this is legend. I'm gonna hand legend the coin that I found in the bag.
Ooh. Thank you.
Be like,
Shiny. I like.
thanks for the fun. Well, I don't know what to say.
That's okay. You don't have to say anything.
Jules, you like put me on the spot. You made me tell an embarrassing story online. And
Logan,
talk to people.
it's been so great to have you here with us today. We'd love to have you come watch that movie we were talking about with us. Yeah.
Just as a suggestion, you could newly pledge your loyalty to the fairy royalty and just be like, we're cool now, right? Or are you not cool with the fairy royalty still?
Good question.
Okay, cool.
Who says Tinker wasn't already cool with the fairy loyalty?
The dagger and the fairy royalty's back the last time you met.
Well, it wasn't a literal. Well, it was a literal dagger. It just wasn't in her literal back.
Yeah. Maybe Tinker is a tips top hat down.
Okay.
Undercover cop. You know. Who knows?
Maybe.
While this is happening, Finn goes up to a mule and is like, "We had a good race back there," and like feeds one of the dungeon rations.
Friend forever. And Mule like nestles its head into your shoulder.
He likes you, Finn.
Finn has bonded more with a big pigeon than any of us over like 11 sessions.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Alright. Anything anyone else has to say to QTube before we sign off for the night? Logan, thanks for turning Berkeley into the almost too cool person she is that we know today.
She does that herself.
And with that, we're signing off, QTube. Good night! Really, it gets harder every episode to end and like go back into real person energy. I'm like, no, Jules is here to stay, just taking over.
I couldn't be TJ forever. I mean, like, that's too much energy.
It's a lot of energy. I love Teach. Real life plugs. Griffin, thank you so much for being here, letting us throw you so far out into the deep end. You rock and rolled.
Thanks, friends.
You couldn't even see
fun.
the dock when we started. Yeah. We threw you way out there.
Nope. I was like, I can't. I got no one's names. We're jumping around. Figuring it out. I was like pulling up my notes from yesterday, being like,
Couple of real life plugs. Actually, if you want to be on a panel or run a game for QuellmarCon, please sign those forms out. We need to have those. If you have an extended pass and you are coming to the murder mystery, let us know. Send us an email, please. If you want to be a pre-written character, tell us that. It's super low stakes. It's fine. Be a pre-written character. It's fine. You don't have a script. You just have information. And personality traits, which is probably sexy vampire. Do you want to be a sexy vampire? Email us and tell us you want to be a sexy vampire.
Could I'm
gonna say that exactly.
Count from Sesame Street.
Yeah, sure thing. If you send us an email.
I mean, smart vampires are sexy for sure. So.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's it for me. Other plugs.
So not this weekend, but maybe next weekend. Saturday night. I will have confirmation next Thursday, I think. I might be on a stream of Change Stars.
Cool.
Fun.
Post the link.
I will once I know.
Yeah. Anything else? Griffin, any plugs for yourself or anything?
The only thing that I am working on is I am working as a dramaturg for a graduate student at my university. They have a production coming up in the Towson area in April, late April. So if you're around the Towson area, look out for performances in April.
That's awesome.
What's the show?
It is their thesis on paths to community through the lens of a farmer's market.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, then if there are no other plugs, guys, 3, 2, 1, go.
Keep running.